Shalom. All praises, peace, and blessings to the Father of lights, Yahweh. Peace and blessings to the beloved Son, Yahweh Shai. The water for your sacrifice. Peace and blessings. Eternal glory to the throne of King David. Peace and blessings to the Northern Kingdom. It's a beautiful day today. First time in a long time. Got to get myself out of the house for a while. Usually on the way in, I pull over here, look at the water for a little while. This is the aqueduct for the city in which I live. It's a big lake, and the aqueduct is right beneath it. Can't see it from this angle, but pull over here, get a little fresh air, and I won't be needing an outing like this, you know, for a little while. If this is my last one, I don't know, but at least I got to do it. How many of y'all got a chance to check out the movie I told you about, 75 Degrees West? Well, hopefully you had enough time, and if not, spoiler alert. Let me give a recap on what I got out of it. Maybe you got more, maybe you got less. It was a very deep movie, man. It was set in the near future. I don't believe they really gave a date that I could remember, but it was around this time. It's what's called a dystopian movie. I'm really into those. Another one you should check out is 2073. You really should check that one out, right? 2073. That movie has everything that you need in it. It's showing you what it would look like in 2073 if we actually had that long, which we don't. This place ain't getting nowhere near that. This place is gonna be gone by then. But it's showing you what would happen, all right, if things went on that long. How perfect and ruthless the surveillance systems would be. How degraded and dilapidated society would become. People eating out of the trash, all right? Uniformed black soldiers, you know, street soldiers, hired and sustained and paid by the government to bust heads and to keep oppressing the people, while the rich live lavishly like they're doing now. I mean, it's a cold fucking movie, but the reason it's called 2073 is because it shows you what it looks like in 2073. How the people are eating out of the garbage and all of that. But then it goes back. It always rewinds to like 2018, 2019, 2020. And it shows you, you know, how it got there. With contemporary things like what's going on now. Shows Donald Trump, Biden, Obama, the oligarchs, how they took advantage of the system, how they gave themselves tax cuts to the 1%. And how they just dragged humanity straight to hell, and nobody did anything about it. Very good movie. And it stars I forgot her name, but she was in a couple of movies. If you're a movie buff like me, if you ever saw Minority Report with Tom Cruise, you know, she was one of the twins that could see in the future. I forgot her name. She was also in The Walking Dead. She was over I forgot what they called them. She actually was over they were zombies, and she had learned how to live among them. Yeah. Her and a group of people, they were, well, you'd have to see it, but anyway, I'm getting away from the point. So yeah, 2073. You should check it out and you'll see what I'm talking about. 75 degrees west. It's about 2 kids. One's about maybe 14 and other one might be around 11. And a virus wipes out 90% of the population. And they got, you know, dangerous people scattered about. And the last instructions that these boys' father gave them, because he had to go and make a run, he said, if I'm not back, if I don't make it back, he said, you have the coordinates, I've trained you how to get there. There's a rally point that they have to get to. He said, leave. Go. If I'm not back, you go. So, when Dad left, he never came back. Obviously, he either gotten killed or succumbed to the virus that was out there. So the older brother had to take the younger brother on a long journey. I believe it was 290 miles. And the pickup spot was a beachhead. I can't remember exactly where it was, but it was roughly 300 miles away from where they were. And it was a rough journey, especially for 2 little boys. They were armed with a 357. No, matter of fact, I believe it was a Colt Python 45 revolver. That's all they had for protection. He had at least 6 shots in the chamber and a backpack in which they had some supplies, things like, you know, something to carry water and peanut, like trail mix and something else. You know, on a trip like that, you have to be sure to keep protein in your body so that you don't pass out. So it was a very rough journey for these kids. And they ran into trouble along the way, you know. They were out in the rain, the elements was against them, and they were walking on a road. And like I said, you would have to sit through the whole movie. Even if you rewind, if you fast forwarded it to the end, you would cheat yourself. You would need to go through the journey with them. All right, you would need to go to the journey with them, and then at the very end, you would be able to feel a punch. But like I say, if you don't want to know what happens, then you need to cut from now and go watch it, because I'm going to spoil it for you. All right, these are for the people who have already seen it. Put this video on pause, go watch it, and then come back. The video will be here. All right, so spoiler alert for those of y'all that saw it. What did you think about the ending? All right. Along the way, the older brother ended up getting shot by a redneck that was trying to kidnap him. They fled into the brush. The little brother dropped the container. The man jumps out his truck, left it running, picked it up. He had a rifle with him. So the brother was smart. As the man went into the area looking for him, they circled around about 20 yards down away from the truck and made a dash for the truck while it was running. The man jumps out of the bushes, fires around, hits the older brother through the stomach. Younger brother got away without being injured. And then they made it to some shrubbery where the brother could dress his wound. He fell asleep, woke up, and then another young man, fucking Japhite, reached in the back of the truck, stole their supplies. They hunted him down, made him give him up, got him back. Well, in the incident, they drew the gun on him. After he pulled out his knife, they got it back. And then they had to continue on their journey to get to the beachhead, you know. So after a long trip, by the time they got to the beachhead, you know, they were worn out. Now this is what I want to know if y'all caught. Everything was in the end. Everything was in the end. Yeah. Notice the older brother's attitude and notice the younger brother's attitude. Same journey, all right? Same hardships. The only thing is the older brother suffered a little more than the younger brother because he was the one that got shot. And if you look closely at what the movie was trying to show you, was when the older brother laid down on the beach, the younger brother covered him with a blanket. And he said, "Hold on, brother, hold on." And the older brother said, "No." He said, "This is it for me." He said, "This is where I stop." He gave up, man. He gave up. And the younger brother said, "No, no, no. I'm not leaving. We can make it. We're gonna keep going." And he said, "Nope." Older brother said, "This is where I stay." That's what he told him. He said, "If I don't make it, you continue on." That's what he told his younger brother. Now, granted, older brother was in pain. He got shot. It had been a hell of a journey, right? A hell of a journey for both of them. And he was tired, man. He was tired, worn out. And the younger brother was too. But the younger brother's attitude, the baby, his attitude was, "I'm going to keep going no matter what." The older brother had lost his faith. So there's a fade out, and then they come back in. And of course, when they woke up, the younger brother was shaking the older brother, and the older brother was dead. He passed away. But he gave up in his mind first, and then his body followed. See? He gave up in his mind first. His spirit quit. So did his body. The younger brother, he stood there, and then he waited. And he waited. And waited. Now, the night that the older brother died, all right? The night that he died, it was a long night. It was the longest night they had because, number one, he was in pain, he was hurting, and he didn't see no way out. Sound familiar? But the younger brother wasn't thinking about that. All he could think about was, "I got to keep going. We got to keep going." Nothing stopped him. Nothing got in the way of him saying that I'm going to make it to where I'm going. So, when the sun rose, the younger brother said his goodbye to his older brother in his heart, and he just sat there and waited. And then all of a sudden, man, all of a sudden you hear this noise in the background. And the camera pans around, and he's looking at the water for a ship to come and get him. Because that's what the dad said. He said, "You got to get there so you can get picked up." That's all he told him. That's it. So because the younger brother never lost his faith, never lost his vision, right? The last 15 seconds of this movie, what did you see? You didn't see a boat. You saw a chariot off in the distance, offshore, letting a lifeboat down. to come and get the little boy. Man, that fucked me up. Whoever made that was a genius. Whoever made it was a genius. See, you have to go through the whole movie, all right, to really feel everything that's going on now. I mean, come on, man. Y'all know what we waiting on. We waiting on the same thing. How many of you that been shot through the stomach, all right, or robbed, or faced mishaps along this road that we on, waiting to be taken out of here? Well, my hand is up. My hand is up. That movie was encouraging if you looked at it through your third eye, all right? It was encouraging because there were a lot of biblical hues in it. Think about it. Didn't Yahushua say that two shall be grinding in the mill, one taken and the other one left behind? Well, that's what happened. That's what happened in the movie. Two went out, one taken, the other one left. And what Yahushua was trying to say is only those with the faith to endure are going to make it. See? I've seen so many people fall by the wayside since I started this. I had a whole bunch of people start with me and give up. Let me get a precept. Let's go to Luke 17, verse 33. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. I tell you, in that night there shall be two men in one bed. The one shall be taken, and the other one left. Two women shall be grinding together. The one shall be taken, and the other left. Two men shall be in the field. The one shall be taken, and the other left. And they answered and said unto him, Where, Lord? And he said unto them, Wheresoever the body is thither, there will the eagles be gathered together. Now, what does that mean to you? Think about it. They said, Where, Lord? And he said unto them, Wheresoever the body is thither, there will the eagles be gathered together. What body is he talking about? He's not talking about a physical body, per se. He's talking about a physical body of the children and the elect of the Most High. All right? And then he said what? He said, where that body is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Right? Meaning that that body is going to stand alone and it's going to be surrounded by predators. All right? Let me show you what I mean. This is the New Living Translation, Luke 17 and 37. Where will this happen, Lord? The disciples asked Yahushua. He said, just as the gathering of vultures shows there is a carcass nearby, so these signs indicate that the end is near. So, let's go to Micah chapter 4. Let's go down to verse 11. What did the prophet say? Now many nations are gathered against thee that say, let her be defiled, let our eye look upon Zion. They know not the thoughts of the Lord, neither understand they his counsel, for he shall gather them as the sheaves unto the floor. New Living Translation, Micah 4:11. Now many nations have gathered against you. Let her be desecrated, they say. Let us see the destruction of Jerusalem. Verse 12. But they know not the thoughts, the Lord's thoughts, or understand his plan. These nations don't know that he is gathering them together to be beaten and trampled like sheaves of grain on the floor. See, they got one thing on their mind, and they're going to get something else. Let's go back to Luke 17. All right. Hold on. Luke 17 and 37. Let's see if it lines up with Micah chapter 4, verse 11, where he said that many nations are gathered against thee, right? Well, look what he says. Look what Yahushua said in verse 37. That's where he got it from, and this is what he said. And they answered unto him and said, Where, Lord? And he said unto them, Wheresoever the body is thither, will the eagles be gathered together. So, the eagles are gathered together now. Look what just happened. The young man that got shot and killed over a bottle of water. Now we got Moab after us. Japhet is after us, trying to put us back in bondage. The wicked northern kingdom is after us. All right? We got everybody gathering together, all right, trying to put us back in bondage. Only this time it's not going to happen. Exactly the way Yahushua said. Stop me when I'm lying. So, we're in that hour, just like the movie 75 Degrees West, where your faith is of the utmost importance. Like I'm telling y'all, people are dropping like flies out of here, right? Giving up, being seduced by false doctrines and doctrines of devils, and led away captive, thinking they free, right? Now and only now, once this is done, will everybody understand the error and the recompense that they're going to receive. You see? Don't let it be you. All right? If you haven't seen 75 Degrees West, check it out, man. I'm telling you, check it out. Get you some time, a couple of hours, and check it out. It's a very good movie. You just got to, you know, look at it through your third eye. Look at that 2073 as well. I'm telling you. There's a lot in there. It showed, what I like about it is the lady that's playing in the part, she never talks the whole movie. It only shows reflections of her memory, which she can remember vaguely. And what happened was, I believe her mother got captured on her surveillance because she was under surveillance. This how bad it is. In the future, they don't want you thinking for yourself. They don't want you reading any books. They don't want you seeing any old movies if you can find something to play it on. So what they do is they capture you. And what happened was, this lady had been off the grid for years. They didn't know who she was. So a drone tried to run a face scan on her and nothing came back. So it came back as suspicious. So in the future, they had AI drones that walked and talked and looked human. And these droids mingled in with the homeless population to find out who was there and who was not on the AI, list. And then this drone would rat them out to the government, and they would send a team to kidnap them, bring them in, and then what do they start doing? What's your name? How old are you? Where did you grow up? What books have you read? I mean, start asking you 1,000 questions. You know what I mean? And like I say, this is where everything is headed. If you look at what's going on now, look at the cars, all right? Look at the facial recognition that they're putting in the automobiles so that you can't have any privacy. Look at the algorithms that they're putting on TikTok and all outlets to where you receive information to block you from getting it. They want to control the way you think. This is the way of the Antichrist, man. We are in that age. And people are asleep, right? People are asleep. They have no idea where we are right now. No idea, all right? People are being lulled to sleep, just like Donald Trump watching the damn New York Knicks game. He in there knocked out, right? Everybody sleep because of sports, right? The World Cup. Everybody's distracted with all of these extracurricular activities to keep you away from what's really going on. All the laws and executive orders that are being put in place. They're running live fire drills down here in Long Beach. Night raids, all right? Military maneuvers. They're going to be ready when the time comes. All these people that think they're ready, they're not going to be ready. These dudes are training, man. They're training to kidnap you, to take you to these camps, to put you in subjection to this wicked ass system that they are implementing right now. All right? They're one step closer to signing this bill into law, all right, about the funding. All the blue states are going to be cut from getting funding, starting with Section 8, EBT, Food Snap, all of that. He's going to cut 44% of the kitty. And then he's going to put it all in one pot and disperse it among all the other states. So when you do get that check, trust me, it's going to probably be anywhere from 20 to 30% of what you used to get. Yeah. No more free rides. No more getting all your rent paid. You got to supplement it. No more getting all of the food snap. Got to supplement it. No more getting all of the EBT. Got to supplement it. The only one that's not going to touch as of yet are those over 65 and those that are disabled. They don't have to worry right now. But I can't promise what's going to happen down the line. Now, all Trump has to do to sign it, to bring it into law, is to sign it. It went through Congress, and it passed in the Senate. So it's done. So I told you that Black Summer is here. Now, why did I tie all of these movies into it? It's because these movies are a warning. They're letting you know what they're getting ready to do. Right? And still, we have those out there that don't believe, man. They got to have a building to fall on them before they realize what the fuck is getting ready to happen. And once it's implemented, man, once that you done let the dogs out, you can't call them back. It's going to be a terrible time, and we are right here. So, I'm not a professional movie critic, but I do try to look deeply into the movies to respect the vision of both the author and the director. And this was a very well-made movie. 75 Degrees West, one of the best movies I've ever seen, even though some that might not be looking deeply into it, all right, have just looked at it with two eyes instead of a third eye to see the spiritual application for what message that the movie is trying to deliver. So, I'm going to go ahead and break from here. This video was a little unorthodox, but hey, I always got something new for you. But all praises to the Father of lights. Peace and power to the throne of King David. Peace and blessings to the beloved Son, Yahweh Shai. The water, eternity for your sacrifice for the northern kingdom, the 1/3. I will see y'all on the next go round. It's your King and Shepherd KD, and I'm out. Shalom.